Hey guys, Lily Jang here, full-time realtor here in the greater Houston area and also your host of House to Home. Thanks for joining us today. On today's show, if you've ever wanted to buy and flip a house, we have Flipping 101 today, and we'll be honest, how much money you can make from just one flip alone. The highly anticipated Aia Home Tour is back, featuring some of the most stunning architecture in all of Houston. Each week leading up to the event, we're going to give you a sneak peek at these amazing homes and also give away free tickets. If you're a home buyer right now, you've got to listen to this. New conventional loan limits are out that just increased how much house you can afford. And also common problems found in the windows in your home. We'll talk to an inspector. But right now, let's kick off the show with the hottest homes on the market.
Hi, I'm Lisa Rigdon with Keller Williams Memorial, and welcome to this lovely traditional home at 10119 Lynbrook Hollow in Briar Grove Park. With 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, an office space, 2-car garage, and just over 3,300 square feet, this home is ideal for your family with a great location and a flexible floor plan. Come on, let's go check it out. And immediately off the entry, we have this light-filled flex space with abundant windows that can serve as an office, workout room, or lounge, followed by the spacious dining room for those family meals. But wait until you see the kitchen. Granite countertops, double ovens, gas cooking, plus great storage in this walk-in pantry. The breakfast area off the kitchen opens to the family room. A great feature of this home is that it has 2 primary suites, one upstairs and one downstairs, perfect for multi-generational families. The second level primary suite was created in 2008 by combining 2 bedrooms, resulting in a massive suite. Look at this closet, an island for storage, and directly across there's another large walk-in closet. The spacious bathroom includes a separate shower, a jetted tub for soaking, as well as double vanities. In addition to 2 secondary bedrooms and a full bath upstairs, here's something you don't see every day, a cedar closet. This large backyard not only has space for a pool, but it also includes extra parking located in Briar Grove Park, just north of Briar Grove Drive and inside Beltway 8. Thanks for touring this lovely home with me today. Contact me for more information or to see the property in person.
Hey Houston, I'm outside this completely remodeled home at 2046 Teague Road. I'm excited to give you a special tour of this beautiful home. Come on in, let me show you around. This 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, European-inspired home has been transformed from the inside out by the traditional Element design team. The family room opens to the kitchen, which is the heart of the home, featuring quartzite counters, floating shelves, an oversized farmhouse sink, a pot filler with a custom oak ventilation hood. The large island has plenty of space for bar stool seating, and the nearby custom walk-in pantry has a built-in wine chiller, a retro microwave, and plenty of storage. Just off the kitchen is the utility room featuring a half bath with easy access to the backyard. The primary bedroom is the perfect retreat and includes new sliding glass doors with views of the back patio and lush landscaping. The primary bath includes a walk-in shower, a double oak wood vanity with quartz counters, and a spacious walk-in closet. The home also includes 2 secondary bedrooms, a cozy reading nook, and an updated secondary bathroom with quartz counters. The backyard oasis is filled with gorgeous low-maintenance landscaping and a 10-foot privacy fence. This ideal space includes a back patio, perfect for sipping your morning coffee. No detail was overlooked in this thoughtful and well-designed home. For more information on 2046 Teague Road, give us a call so we can show you why this should be your next home.
Welcome to the newest gem on the market in the heart of the Museum District. 4915 Chenevert is a 3-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom home with over 2,800 square feet built in 2006. A beautiful open concept floor plan is on your 2nd floor and allows your island kitchen to seamlessly flow into the dining and living space. Gorgeous primary bathroom and large primary bedroom, with this top floor space perfect for a media room, office, workout room, or your 4th bedroom. Outside, nothing but skies as you overlook the Med Center. All right, you guys, new loan limits are out. What does all that mean? Allison Celeste with Movement Mortgage joins us now. It means we can afford more house.
Right. Yes.
Tell us all of that. With less money down.
Yeah, which is great news. So every year Fannie Mae releases data, usually around November, about new loan limits. They see the trend in house prices and want to follow suit with loan limits so that ultimately we can keep conventional buyers still going under contract without putting them in that jumbo price range. So now we're sitting at $714,000 as the new loan limit for conventional financing, which is amazing. It means that you can buy a home around $737,000 with as little as 3% down. And that number continues to go up depending on how much you put down. So if you're doing a 5% down product, you're buying a $752,000 home. 10% down, you're buying $793,000 home, so on and so forth. So it's really great. And single families aren't the only ones seeing that increase as well. We're seeing multifamilies. So if you're getting into the investment game, that's great news because you can buy even an owner-occupied property for well over $1 million, putting as little as 15% down in some cases.
Okay, so a lot of lenders right now, I already see them offering this new loan limit of $714,000, including you guys.
Right. Yep. So the data was released a little early from some larger lenders in the United States. And so a lot of companies are following suit just to give early access to that program so that ultimately we can remain competitive for those buyers that kind of product makes sense for.
Now that I have you here, let's talk about the big picture right now. What are interest rates doing? We no longer see the 2 or 3%. We might not see that in our lifetime again. We don't know. But let's talk about the big picture of interest rates this month.
Right, exactly. So right now, national average is sitting right around 6%. We will see some volatility that's going to follow the Fed meeting, and that's just something that you need to be cognizant of as you're looking out into the market and being strategic with timing and using your lender to really decide when does it make sense to lock in your interest rate or float that interest rate. Is there an option to float down your interest rate in the event interest rates go up so that you do have the ability to go down to a lower interest rate in the event that they go down? So there's a lot of strategy tied to it right now. But ultimately, if it makes sense for you to buy, it is always the better alternative.
And does it make sense for you to buy? Have that talk with your lender. And a good reputable one will tell you that big picture. They're not going to push you into buying a home if it's not the right time for you.
Right.
Allison Celeste with Movement Mortgage. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coming up on House to Home, it is a common window issue that you might have right now inside your home. How to detect it and fix it. But right after the break, Flipping 101. Learn the ropes from an expert. And she'll even tell you how much money you can make. You guys, let's talk about flipping homes. Alex McCauley, an agent, a friend, and a flipper joins us right now, and we're inside one of your new flips in the Heights. And sorry, you guys, the power is not on, but that's okay. We improvise.
We improvise every day.
Apologies if I sweat on camera.
It's so hot. That's okay.
Let's walk us through what it takes to flip a house, how much it costs when you guys bought the land,
yes,
how much profit you're going to make. I think everybody wants to know how it all looks.
Yes. So, okay, so obviously you know a little bit about my business, but it has definitely transpired into mainly working with investors these last few years. So my husband and I do our own flips, but then we also help investors do theirs as well.
Okay.
So we focus mainly, most of our projects are in the Heights. So for example, this project is on the east side of the Heights. So I think growing area. Very different than the west side, which, you know, is more established. So where I really come in, not only as someone's agent, is just knowing neighborhoods. I won't really take on projects if I don't know the neighborhood inside and out, because obviously my job is to get somebody the absolute highest price possible after we flip the property. So a good example, this property, these clients ended up buying it for high threes, so like $395. They ended up putting about $160 into it, and our estimated ARV, which is after repair value right now, is about $750. So when you look at
healthy profit.
Yeah, so when you look at like your holding costs, how long it took, you know, you're paying for electricity, taxes, all those additional things while you have the house. Once you take all that away, plus closing costs, commissions, and get it sold, you're still looking at about an $80,000 profit when done.
This little house is so cute. It was a 2-bedroom.
It's 2-bedroom.
You guys expanded the entire back, added 700 square feet.
Yes, a little under 700 square feet. Yeah, so now we've made it a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, which for this pocket of the Heights on a 5,000 square foot lot is actually really hard to find.
It really is. Okay, tell me, the things you have to think about when flipping, and I mean, I'm telling you, there are a lot of mistakes and issues and speed bumps that happen along the way with contractors and subs and vendors.
Yes, every day. Every day I get calls. Just to give you an idea right now, like we have almost 20 projects going on, so that could be done between now and the end of next year. It's everything in between. So I think right now with the market shifting, we all know that things are sitting for a little bit longer. Interest rates have obviously, caused a little bit of a decline when it comes to, purchase prices, days on markets become longer. So the biggest thing I'm telling investors right now, they really have to be cautious about how long a project is going to take. So when we estimate, if a normal project could take anywhere from 6 to 10 months, depending on how big it is.
Expect a year plus.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So, and that's including the days on market time it's going to sit. We're not in this market we were 6 months ago where things were going in a day. They are taking a lot longer. So we do have to account for that time as well. That's by far the biggest thing I'm telling people. The good news is though, cost of things is hopefully coming down. So that kind of evens itself out. But yeah, those are still.
Talk about carrying costs, because now you're talking about lawn maintenance, electricity, gas, because you have to have the gas on when people are doing inspections.
Yes.
All of that.
Exactly.
What's under that umbrella?
So for this house, for example, these investors, we didn't really think about additional fencing that might have needed to be added, additional landscaping that needed to be added. Contractors usually don't include those things in their bids. So a new driveway was added. So those are all things that you have to consider.
That's not cheap.
No, it's not
Pouring
cheap.
that cement is not cheap.
That's an additional $20,000. So there's so much that comes into it, depending, we constantly will have gas leaks, ACs aren't working because it's so freaking hot because it's Houston. So you're constantly coming back and fixing things. You need to have that additional money set aside because problems do
arise. So when you say have a healthy portion of money set aside, what does that look like?
I tell people $50,000.
Gosh. Right.
And I know that sounds crazy, but that's just so you have that cash, you're not freaking out, and you have to potentially fix something while you're on the market. Things always break, stuff always comes up. Buyers are purchasing homes with cash. If they're not buying insurance, I can't help them.
Right. So the insurance is also a carrying cost.
Yes.
A lot of my clients talk to me about investment properties. They want to be flippers too. It seems like such a fun thing to do. Yeah. And then the day in, day out, who's managing your contractors? Who's managing the subs?
Yep.
So you have to have that point person.
Exactly.
If that's not you, because can you be there every day?
Well, and a lot of my investors, they're either in New York, California, I have a group in Israel, Brazil, they're not physically here, right? So they're depending on the contractor, they're depending on me. Who's paying for that, So trying to find a contractor where they're charging a percentage, but it's not gonna be overly charged for them to manage. And then the question is, are they really managing the project, right? Which usually turns out me still coming by and checking on things too.
But flipping is fun and you do a good job of it. As long as you have the experience and know-how, and when your investor, your clients come to you, you can give them really sound advice.
Yeah, and the thing I always tell people, I can't predict the market, right? I can do the absolute best I can. I know where the best places are to invest. But at the end of the day, it's a huge risk, right? Because if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah.
But overall, clients, us personally, we've had a great outcome with all of the projects that we've done.
Give us the address of this house and when it's going to hit the market.
Yes, so the address of this
house. And when
the
AC is going to come back on.
Oh my God, it's so hot. And I just had a baby, 12 days ago, so I'm dying.
Actually, great.
So it's 825 East 25th Street, and literally staging's happening tomorrow. We're finishing out the rest of the stuff, which is shocking that we can get all this done this fast. And it should be listed by this weekend.
It's super cute.
Yes.
Alex, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
You too.
The highly anticipated Aia Home Tour is back. Meet the architects behind this masterpiece as we take you inside this Heights home. And we show you how my photographer Mario does 3D Matterport technology to market my listings. Before I list a home, I walk through the house with my sellers and I give them a big picture idea of what's going to be flagged on that inspection report, because things will be. So I want to bring in Jeff Owens with Preferred Home Inspections. We see this all the time. Right. This is so common. foggy windows, condensation between the panes, the seal between the two panes have broken, and we're left with this.
Exactly. This is part of my inspection process when I come through and inspect every window. If I see a window as such as this is fogged and or there's streaking in it, I know the performance of this window is gone for the most part. The performance factor, meaning that this double pane is filled with an argon gas and other features that reduce the thermal conductivity into the room. So when I see this, I do flag it. And it's not that it's allowing wind or rain into the home, it's just that now you've lost the performance. For example, the major sunlight coming through here, it's actually allowing more heat gain into the home. So window company reglaze company has to come out, measure, give you a price on it, and they make that at the shop, the new one. They come out, pull this one out and put the new one in, reseal it, and you're right back to having that high performance again.
Yeah, you guys, this happens in new homes. It happens in resale homes. Windows just do this.
Right.
And so check with your warranty company because it might be under warranty 5-10 years depending on your window, your builder. Yeah. But this is very common. Again, I wanted to make sure that this is not posing a leakage threat, right?
Correct. Yeah. So you're good on the wind and the rain. It's not going to allow water to come in. It's just now obviously from here it's cosmetic. The true performance of it is lost. So you've lost that. But other than that, if you wanted to wait and do others at the same time, if it's more cost effective for you, then that's a good idea right now, yeah.
And usually if you see this in your house to one window, check all the other windows because most likely it's happening to those as well because it's the same builder, same window company. And tell us, how much does it cost to replace something like this?
So this window, just as a guess, is probably about $375 to $425 for this type of window. It could obviously balloon up to $450, $800 for your larger fixed windows. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So it's not cheap. Check your warranty company. I've also heard, Jeff, real quickly, that they can put argon gas back into between the panes.
Yeah, a lot of reglaze companies will tell you it's cheaper just to go ahead and replace that because they still have to pull the window out. You still have to pull the window out to take it to the shop. They got to do all those functions to pull the old gas out. If it's any remaining or air, clean it and then pump it back in. And they'll just tell you, hey, for the cost of it, let me just make you a brand new one and put it back in.
Okay. So very common problem in a lot of homes, and it will be flagged on every inspection report. This guy will do it. Yes, Jeff Owens,
Thank you so much.
Home Inspections.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
The guy behind the scenes, Mario Sandoval of Comex Media.
Hi guys.
He shoots everything you see here on KPRC 2 Plus on this House to Home show. This is Matterport. This is the technology we use to market homes, and I love it. So we wanted to give you kind of a behind the scenes look at how it's all done. This gives a dollhouse look where you can see every square inch of the house.
Yep.
Tell me how hard it is to do this, Mario.
You know, it's not hard, but it is tedious because you want to make sure that you get all the right angles, all the right places in order to get the dollhouse, in order to get the 3D renderings. So like say right here, I'm going to start here at the stair landing. This is going to be my first shot, so I'm going to put it right here. And now here's the thing, I like to call it hide and seek because I place it and then I got to hide.
So you're not in that
so that I'm not in the shot. So all day long I'm running, taking a picture, coming back, and then you'll see that it'll come up here. It's gonna look kind of funny because it's the first picture in this rendering. See, so it kind of looks strange, you know?
So for this floor alone, how many shots do you have to get?
I'd say probably about maybe 35 to 40.
And it's amazing 3D technology for marketing. If your realtor's not doing this, they should, because it shows out-of-town buyers, people who cannot come to the house, every square inch. They can zoom in, see every single thing, all the textures, the materials, the colors.
Exactly.
It's the next best thing to being there if you can't be there.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Okay, we're showing you a little behind the scenes. This is Mario and me. I'm actually working a camera, so apologies if you need any Dramamine. So let's see the finished product.
Okay, so this is 4915. So we're gonna push that. It's gonna take you to the dollhouse. That's the dollhouse right there. And it's gonna give you all the layers and the height. And then you begin. You see these little circles? That's every time that I drop. Every time that I drop a photo, you press that circle and it'll take you to that location. Like I said, I wanna get as many angles as I can because I want the homeowners to be able to see every angle of the home that they're looking at.
And they can zoom in as far.
They can zoom in, yeah. They can zoom in. See, and that's the best part. So if you go to a lot of places, that's where you can start to zoom in more and more and start seeing the details, and you can even see what's in their cabinets.
Oh, you can? This is the next best thing to being in a house if you cannot tour it in person.
Yes, exactly.
It's back! Nearly 2,000 people will walk through this house. We're going to take you inside and talk to the architects and homeowner. Hey guys, the highly anticipated Aia Home Tour is back October 22nd, 23rd, and we're in front of the most beautiful home. It's one of 8 homes on tour this year. Rusty Bienvenu, Executive Director of AIA, joins us now. Tell me about this home, your organization, what's going to happen in Houston that weekend, because it's so highly anticipated.
That's a lot.
I know, it's a lot. I'm a lot.
That's okay. Yeah, home tour is October 22nd, 23rd. We have 8 houses on the home tour. This is indicative of one of them. It is a beautiful house. What's great about the home tour, these houses are designed, all of them designed by architects. They were designed for a particular client and their particular lifestyle. This is not custom homes in the sense that it's custom because you got to choose your backsplash and your tile. These were designed ground up with a certain family in mind to deal with their lifestyle, and that's what you see here.
Yeah, it's a collaboration between the homeowner and the architects, the visionaries, and we'll talk to them in a bit. But Rusty, tell me about your organization, AIA. What does it stand for and what is it all about?
The American Institute of Architects, we're the professional association for architects in Houston. So we like to show off what they do. Architecture is an interesting profession in that it sort of is the melding of an art and a science. Nobody thinks like them, and we're trying to show that off with the home tour. These are very different than builder houses because they were designed by architects. We also have Architecture Center Houston downtown, which is a public outreach space that does lectures, film festival, exhibits, all dealing with architecture in Houston.
This is one of 8 homes. We're here in the Heights. I mean, how do you choose? There's so many submissions. How do you choose who's going to be on the tour?
In a city this size, it's really hard to choose the houses. We use an expert group from outside of Houston so that it's really fair. Architects submit them. We get experts from other cities to look at them, residential architecture experts, to look at and evaluate them and decide which ones are most appropriate for the tour. We try to make sure that we have a wide variety of styles. A wide variety of price points. We don't expect everything to be, $1 million houses. There are some smaller houses. There's some renovations on the tour. A lot of different styles are represented as well.
Let's go talk to the homeowners and the architects. Let's go inside.
They're inside.
I see the moon shining in your eyes.
I'm inside the home. It is stunning. Look at the floors. The visionaries behind this house, Katie, Jesse, and Ross with Content Architecture. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Talk to me about your vision, being chosen to be part of this tour. That's got to be an honor.
It's always exciting to be chosen to be part of the Aia Home Tour. Stephanie and John came to us early on and wanted to build on the land that they've had for a number of years and kind of keep their family in the neighborhood and kind of porch lifestyle of the Heights, the kind of scale of the neighbors. So we kind of took that as the departure point for the design.
What was the vision? I mean, look around. When I look around, I think of the textures and the colors. It's minimalist, but not sterile. It's warm.
Yeah, we always, homes are for living in, and so it's important that everybody feels comfortable here. We like distinct spaces, so the level changes, the ceiling changes, kind of make it a modern home and open yet distinct rooms. And then we work with them to talk about natural light and the types of textures and materials that we're using that makes them feel comfortable.
So Katie, you had a hand in the furniture. So everything inside, not just the shell and the home itself. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so this is one of the first homes that Content's really focused on the entire package. This was, again, a collaboration with the homeowners, but really thinking about the space, how it was going to be lived in, and bringing in those personal aspects of texture and softening this space in a way that you could feel at home with your family watching a movie at night. And in the office, some pops of colors were added, and especially the front door too, giving a really homey experience and welcoming experience.
This home has a name too. It's called the Puzzle House. Ross joins us from Content Architecture to tell us about why it has this name. It's very clear.
Yeah, and so the family, one of the things that they enjoy doing is making puzzles and putting together puzzles, and so a lot of the details of the house respond to that activity. So we have a custom designed table that we had fabricated that provides boards where the kids can like cover things up and do their homework at night, but then when they want to get back into the puzzle, they can pull off the tops and store those in the side. A lot of the details in the house in terms of the cabinet pulls and the openings are kind of also interlocking panels that kind of feel almost puzzle-like in terms of the way that they come together.
I love that. Then that's right. It acts as like an opening, but it's also a very puzzly architecture about it. Yeah. Did you tell these kids they have a long way to go?
Yeah.
They haven't started.
It's a work in progress for sure, but yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I love how they recycled the wood. Everything looks like a puzzle piece in here. I'm with Stephanie and John, the homeowners. And are you guys ready for 1,800 people to be in your home in October?
No, we have a little bit more preparation to do, but we're excited to share the space with the neighborhood and with the city.
You have a beautiful home. This is stunning. You thought of this. You're the brainchild behind this entire house.
Well, we were really fortunate to have some great collaborators with Jesse and the content crew. We knew we loved the neighborhood, we loved the trees, we love our block, so we really wanted to build something special and build our forever home.
John, how did you want to feel when you walked into your home?
Well, we definitely wanted to bring, it's kind of cliche, but to bring the outside into the house. We wanted a lot more sunlight. The bungalow that we had before was beautiful and we loved it, but they have very few windows, and we wanted to celebrate the oak trees and our surroundings, and so I think that type of openness and brightness was very important to us.
And now that you've been here about a year, you built through the pandemic, it took a lot longer than expected. Now that you've been here, what do you want people to walk away from your house feeling after the tour?
I think I'd like to know that people have a celebration of both the history, but also looking forward in the Heights.
Oh, the Heights is exploding. There's so many different, you can be in one block, right? And you have the modern farmhouse, uber modern home next to a bungalow, and I love that it's so diverse.
We do too. That's one of the best things that we love about the Heights.
If you would like to win free tickets to the tour, please follow my Instagram account, Lily Jang. Also follow Modern Houston Homes on Instagram, where we will be giving away free tickets to the tour. If you would like to be on the next House to Home, or if you have any story ideas, please reach out to me, housetohome@kprc.com. And as always, if you have any questions about buying, selling, or investing, please reach out to me and my team. We will see you next week on House to Home.